Welcome to the Unengaged Agent, where we'll be covering social media marketing and news for real estate agents.
Our first topic is regarding pets influencing where people move. There's an article in Realtor magazine where they kind of go into 43% of homeowners saying that they're willing to move to accommodate their pet. Yeah. And 68% of owners would pass on a perfect home if it didn't meet their pet's needs.
Well, it's part of the family, right?
So it's part of the family. I totally understand.
A fenced backyard makes a big difference for sure. Yeah, especially if you have dogs.
Like everyone, a lot of people have pets, and you're right. It is part of the family. So dogs need a good yard. Cats, and
even some of the newer communities also, are putting in dog parks, and which is really a nice incentive to have.
All that. Important things geared towards the pets. I think we've even seen homes where it has like a shower for the pet, right?
Like in the mud room, like when you walk through from the garage, there's an actual stand-up shower, dog bath station. Sorry, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They also know that something that's trending definitely with the younger generation, young men, millennials, Gen Xers, which is probably more understandable. Younger people have more pets, and
a lot of them, work from home too. It's changing, the dynamic of households and everything. So a lot of remote workers too.
Yeah, work from home allows that. They're looking for a fence, hardwood floors, plenty of yard space, and close to parks, as we said.
Exactly. Okay. And another topic is MLS photos. We've noticed more and more. I think they allow in our MLS probably around, I don't know the max amount, but let's just say 90.
Yeah.
But we've seen up to like 85, pictures. I think to me that's just a bit much. And one of the things that we noticed was, the front of the house not being the main picture. And I guess you were saying the other day that it's okay if it's.
Yeah, I think there was like a water view or on the water or whatnot. That's the exception. But that I think he more noticed was the multiple drone shots before getting inside the house.
Yeah. There were like, at least I think one of the listings we were looking at is a gorgeous property. And you want to get all those shots. I understand why they want to show it, but you also want to see what the house is and what the front door and what everything looks like. So I think maybe one or two of the special shots and then get right into the home. And then you can throw those other ones in towards the end, but it almost lost our interest in clicking further because we kept going. We weren't getting to the house,
Yeah, because as much as the area and the land is important for a listing, inside is definitely probably just as important. And, clicking through 20 pictures of drone shots, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. Just something to think about.
Yeah. Next topic is NAR approved a couple of MLS policies. One of them was that they're going to start including more of the buyer's broker's commission being more public.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think it's mandatory, but I think we'll see more of it. That buyers and will be more aware of what the broker is being paid, during. And the main thing I think they want to get out of is buyers brokers advertising themselves as free. They want to show like the costs are coming somewhere.
It's coming from somewhere, yeah. So list for home for free or 1% or whatever it may be. It's going somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they just definitely want there be more of a discussion when you're taking a buyer out on how much the broker is being paid for this particular home or on any kind of home.
Got it.
There's more transparency, which is good.
Yeah. So it's good to be upfront and open,
Yeah, and clients kind of really should know like if there is a major difference between homes as far as that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a bunch more rules they came up with, and what can kind of as MLSs get more their hands on the policy and kind of decipher it, and they'll see how they implement it, more on the local level, once they get. I think they have a couple months before it becomes, in stone.
Before it's active.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So one of the other things was types of business cards. I think you and I go back and forth with this a little bit, especially with social media links. I'm all about the digital cards, and we've talked about getting, the ones that you can tap on somebody's phone, or it's a sticker on your phone, or do you send your contacts? But I think I'm a little torn between, I'm always in a position where I want to share my information or share my links. And I don't want to tap someone's phone or whatever it may be. So I think that's something that's, to come.
Yeah, and I guess also with the type of business cards, we have two sets of cards. We have the thinner ones that we, kind of use for promotional items or stick on calendars or whatnot, and then we have the thicker ones that we physically hand to people and makes an impression. We order our thicker ones from Blue.com, and people do appreciate it. They feel
they really do.
they feel like, oh, that feels nice, and
it's not like overly thick. It's not obnoxiously thick, but it's really nice, good quality, and it's smooth. Yeah,
smooth. Got that softness to it. And
but yeah, so I mean, but your thing on that was just security issues. Like, would somebody really want you to tap into their phone, or I don't know, technology in that sense, but
yeah, people that are just more, getting more and more security conscious and are aware of opening links they don't know where it's coming from, and as far as that, and like both companies like Blue.com and Vistaprint, they used to have like NFC business cards, and they discontinued those because no one was buying them.
And that's the card with the chip in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do you think no one knew? Okay. Yeah.
Wasn't in use.
So. For me, I wouldn't be able to find it. I would have it in my purse somewhere, and I wouldn't be able to find it right away. So that's why I was thinking something on my phone, which I know is in my hands all the time. Would be an easy way. But now, so what I did do,
code, right? The QR, bring up the QR code and having people scan that, which could work.
So what I did was, speaking of the QR code, is I saved it as a photo, just in my favorite photos. So that way I can just click on it right away. It's there, full screen. Someone can just scan it and then move on. So
yeah, I think over time more and more people will be used to scanning it. I think I have to use a QR code at the restaurant to read the menu and whatnot.
For hands-free, which is nice.
They have paper menus that had a QR code you scan and get the link. So
yeah, I love that.
More people get used to it, and it'll probably be more common. I think we'll probably put the QR code on the back of our next time we order business cards.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, that was the debate about it. It was just QR codes, were they dated? You know what I mean? It was kind of like you saw it and it was like, yeah, those were a thing, 10 years ago or whatever it may be. And then now I feel like I want it on things, so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The next topic we want to discuss is wire instructions danger. You hear all about these articles about people being, they mistaken wiring huge chunks of money to these third parties that are not involved in transaction and losing those money or whatnot. And we always tell our clients when you get wire instructions in the email or whatnot, you pick up and you call the title company, that the number we gave you or the number that's publicly listed from the title company, make sure the wire instructions are correct, triple check, and don't just take.
Yeah, and a lot of them give you like a verbal password, to enter. So when you call to verify, a lot of the title companies now will say, okay, well, this is your, privacy protected password, and.
Yeah, a lot of them are having these online portals where it's a lot more secure, which is nice. It's definitely a much needed change. But if you get an email with wire instructions, definitely don't call a number from the email, but call the number from where through your agent or through if you have a relationship with,
or look it up separately.
Separately, okay. Not definitely from the email.
Exactly.
It's still pretty prevalent out there, and people are doing their best to warn the dangers of it and make sure you advise your client that way.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. And then on to the last topic is talking about content overload, overthinking everything. As you know, I spend, quite a bit of time on social media, and I see a lot of new agents coming on board and just really overwhelmed on, not even agents, just people in general coming on board. And it just seems like there's so many coaches and gurus and everybody out there that's telling you what to do and what you need to do and not do. And it's a lot to when you're trying to grow and put yourself out there, it's hard to take in all that too and not get like frustrated. So I think it's just, taking in as much as you can, but maybe putting out more content than watching as much, and then just put out there what feels natural and simple and it's got to be fun. It's got to be, you shouldn't be miserable doing this. It's a fun way of marketing, so.
Yeah, I think that's probably the key is to make videos that you're interested in, something that interests you, and that conveys to the general public. And
I'm going to make one too, because I just did a video of Tampa Bay, just the water, right? And that one little clip of video can be made in so many different ways with different audio, different text, different images, overlays. It could be motivational. It could be a real estate fact of the day, but it's just the video itself is a 2-second video, but what you can do with it and not have to, I can't lip sync or I can't dance or I'm not creative enough or whatever it may be, so.
Yeah, you definitely don't need the highest end equipment. Everybody's got a smartphone that has, a great camera in it and
right.
On the spot. And you're right about content overload, overthinking. There's hundreds of videos out there you could make, but just focus on a few, do them, and then move on. Don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for this week. I'm Tony.
And I'm Patricia.
Have a great day.
Have a good one. Bye.